It's tabletop time.
I'm Murray.
I'm out.
We do that every time. There's always the awkward like, I'm the first person to pause. Where the rest of the people? Quick, go.
Slow neck crick.
Wouldn't it be me next?
What?
Or am I last? That's confusing. Or is it just ending on me?
Clockwise.
No, but
We are so professional.
do I end or do I get skipped or do I...
Dave, say your name. Just introduce yourself.
Dave.
Jazza.
And I'm Jen.
Huzzah! We nailed it. No edits here.
And
To tabletop.
what a follow-up after our pushed episode 1 with so many people coming from Jazza and Tabletop Time to come watch it, and then they've come immediately to land into this.
Audio hell.
Just wait till we get to like the, post episode 6, 7 is like, where we totally give up on being professional. So, stick around for that.
It's the lack of band effect. It comes and goes.
Yeah,
The facade disappears.
that's it.
So we've all been extremely enthusiastic and excited around the studio building so much stuff. I think this is the most we've ever done for a roleplay campaign ever in terms of asset production and creation. Painted minis specifically for the campaign.
So basically one person is responsible for all of that.
And an absurd amount of work basically turning the world we all have enjoyed, Pokemon, into a fan-made fan adventure with a fan rule set for the game we're developing, Gateway Roleplay, showing off how strong the homebrew capabilities of this system are. And we're going to be sharing all of my hard work with our patrons. We've got a special tier for some of our patrons that are based on Gateway Dev. It's a little bit higher and gives us some support to keep developing the game. They get like weekly updates on dev blogs, what we're doing. But when we hit milestones, we'll be sharing it with everyone.
So let's give you a little sneak peek here because we didn't even show this last week, and this is some of the most substantial stuff we've done. Dave, do you want to grab a fistful of these?
Right.
This is Ignis Silk. This is my Pokemon. It's all statted out and everything, fully functional and ready for play and ready to level. Here's a couple that you might know. Here's a Shroomish.
Yeah.
Here's a
Just a little guy.
here's a Shellos.
Shellos.
Oh, you want more?
We can neither confirm nor deny if Dave is spiraling into committing to doing the first 100.
I keep joking that I'm going to do all 151.
He keeps making more Pokemon.
And they're all sort of balanced within their own internal balance, and they're all unique, and they all have moves and type sets and stuff. It's very
And
cool.
we have trainer abilities. And
Lower them down a bit.
Item. Oh,
You can't see them.
Thank you. We have trainer abilities that we have nicely sleeved for our experience, and then we have items. Which, this is my character item, but then this is the one I received last week.
for being so great.
For podcast listeners, he's talking about, was it the Great Ball?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, for
I
podcast
heard
listeners, closed captions. A gorgeous, immaculate, handmade card is pulled in front of the camera. It's probably one of the best cards that's ever been seen by human eyes.
Yeah.
It incorporates tasteful art with carefully laid out moves, comprising of the perfect balance rules. Wow, this is truly a delight for the eyes.
And a perfect time to say this is not an official product, and this is a total fan experience, which is why a lot of this stuff may exist
Wizards
in
of
other
the Coast
forms.
is putting down the pitchfork
All right.
and taking notes.
Yeah, so all of this chaos is brought to you and supported by our Patreons. So if you would like to come and support us as well, you can check us out on the Discord. There should be a Patreon link below the video as well. And patrons get patrons. Patrons get a lot of access to behind the scenes, as Dave mentioned before, and let us keep doing what we love. So thank you, patrons.
Good to me. Yes, these episodes are being recorded weekly and live to a live audience. We hope you're
That's
live.
not true.
How
What?
dare.
I don't know.
Don't out
I
us.
thought it was funny because there's like 90 people watching right now. It's funny to just like cat. That's not cat. I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Gaslight?
doing. I'm going to leave.
But
We're doing so well.
Come on!
yeah, you deserve Tell us more, Murray.
For our podcast listeners, Dave aggressively smacked his knee against a sharp metal feature. of
Like
the
a metal
table.
crank handle of like a vice just
It was
went
super
into
effective.
and under my patella.
Oh,
Yes, please hit subscribe, notify if you want to join along on all our nonsense as Buddy exhibited right now. And you won't miss an episode, hopefully.
And if you can't catch us live, you can listen to us through your ears on our podcast. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcast. There are links in the description below. If you can't check us out live, you can hear us in your ears.
I love my ears.
I love your ears too, Murray.
Oh. That's why you burped.
This is funny because there's actually not a single ear on screen right now. They're all gone. You'll never see our
He
ears.
took them. He loves them so much.
I just want to give you an update. My knee is in fact bleeding. So, very much. It's not. You can't confirm it. There is a trace of blood. The
You
skin is
poor
being
thing.
broken. It's not bleeding in a running sense. It is welling with a little bit of
It
blood.
was a pants day, not a shorts day.
Patrons
So-
get exclusive access to pictures of Dave's knee.
No, they God.
We've found the one instance that shorts are inferior.
Yeah,
No.
All right.
never.
My
Lesson
pants would now be
not
stained with
learned.
blood, and therefore I'd need to be washed. Whereas I can just wipe my leg.
With your shorts.
Your shorts would be safe, and yeah.
Just let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, everyone, welcome to episode 2. In the last episode of our Pokemon adventure, our not so young, although one is so young, trainers began their journey after being unexpectedly shipwrecked as the Costa, the SS Costa cruise ship, did a sail-by quite close to the dangerous Perdito region. And it
Captain wanted
seems...
to wave to his friend.
And it seems in the middle of the night, some horrendous thing has happened, and then an indeterminate amount of time later, the party awoke on the shore of the beach and have been getting their bearings and working out what's going on and reigniting their sort of adventurous Pokemon spirit.
For sure.
Although they did actually come to visit this island in the first place, they just didn't expect it wouldn't be on their terms.
Rocks accosted the ship.
So, welcome everyone. You, at the end of the last episode, Jazz's character Brad had just basically failed to fight a Shallows. It was a bad matchup for Ignisilk, and the youngster Carl captured that Shallows and then gifted everyone some Pokeballs and basically said, "Good luck. Could be a dangerous island, so you're probably going to want to catch some Pokemon at some point to strengthen your team up, or maybe train and get some battles under your belt." So you can get a
Use
little bit better.
scrubs.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's where we're picking up.
Well, at least I got what I deserve. I sort of say, looking admiringly at my new great ball.
Agree to disagree, but well done. You put up a good show, at least.
Well-
Well done, Brad.
Credit has to go where it's due. Ignisilk, you really, stretching out some unused muscles.
Game Boy Bit Crush that sound, please.
Yeah, so you really got punched up. Well done.
Well, come on, let's not be so harsh.
Or Ignisilk.
I got to do the classic, like,
Stormy fell in a cave.
What's that? You can silk.
I'll
Stormy
do
fell
this.
down a hole.
So worth waiting for.
Yeah.
I prefer the
nothing was
original
working.
ones.
You prefer the original?
Yeah.
Well,
please.
we haven't had a Pokemon battle in over a decade, so I'm pretty proud of you, buddy. Where do we go from here?
I'm gonna lead forwards. And you'll have to follow me because that's what Carl said. So, behind me, everybody.
Yeah, because you
wait, and obviously you're off
did
the
the
back.
I'm already going. I'm already
battle
off.
fair's fair. There's no more trainers from the looks of it. The Shellos is gone. The coast is clear.
Yep. Stormy is storming forwards.
Yep.
You
And this
cannot
is
stop
the direction the old man
Wait,
said to go in.
Stormy, not so enthusiastic.
I can't hear you.
Be
Okay.
careful.
So, for the first time, we are going to, I guess, test my homebrew rules. As Stormy takes the lead, and we have a little look at the route with the button that shows the route.
press the button.
All right, the button shows.
Wrong button. There we go.
So this one, no, I didn't fix it, so I can zoom in. But on the other maps, we can, just not this one. So as you can see, you're going to have to journey through some long grass, and there's no way around this long grass. So when that happens, what happens is the person at the lead gets a dice, single dice, and you roll it.
Okay.
And if you get a critical fail, a wild Pokemon attacks.
Okay. That's that one.
Yes.
Okay. Stormy's not scared. She's
We
also
can
wearing shorts.
Well,
That's tactics. That's good tactics. You've got the shorts on.
audio
Oh, we're
go bump.
gone. Yeah, we're
Audio went boom boom.
Just as.
Good. That's good.
I think something. Yeah.
No!
Oh, we're
back.
Wrong screen. I deliberately got rid of this screen.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I accidentally hit. Anyway.
It's still there. That's fine. I mean, I definitely want that to be there. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Sure.
As the long grass tickles her legs. That is not a critical fail.
Okay. So
Just a regular old
now
fail.
here's the complication. Next time you roll 2 dice. And then every time you roll another dice.
But there was a fail.
Only a critical fail, you'll see a Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
But then you roll 2, and it's only if you see any critical fail. So you see 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time you roll, it just the odds of hitting one gets higher and
What
higher.
if you get a critical success? Does it cancel out the critical
No,
fail?
you want to fight Pokemon, don't you?
I just wondered.
Yeah, but
How can you
She
even
absolutely
see
wants
above
to.
the grass?
You fight
So,
two
like,
Pokemon.
looking ahead, and like all of us are like peering over the grass, and you're just buried in
It's
the
like
grass.
a jungle in here.
It's just a pair of hands sticking up with the binoculars.
It's my eyes.
As you all press onwards through the long grass and don't disturb any more Pokemon, perhaps youngster Carl's screaming had made them all disappear. To your left, you can see quite a steep, short little hill, and there's one area where some natural rock steps allow you to walk up it. In front of you, however, the path does continue forward. You see some more long grass in the distance, so you can either press on forward or you can head up left up the small hill.
We're following Stormy.
Yes.
We have
She's
no
gonna go
choice.
through the long grass.
Okay, so you press on, ignoring the path up.
Wait, Stormy, that's the worst way to go.
So you ignore
She's
the
already
path up to the
halfway up.
left, push on straight for more grass.
There's a path over here.
And you note as you get to the grass
Take
that
the high ground.
there's actually a rather peculiar shrub in the middle of a little path. It seems quite strong, quite resolute. And if you were, for example, to use the move cut on it, it would disappear. I don't know how to get to the screen. Is it this one? That one. So that would allow you to go through this section of the route without walking through tall grass. But of course you don't want that, do you?
No.
Okay, dive through the grass, roll 2 dice as you press onwards.
We are safe for now.
Next time, 3.
She's being too excited and she's stomping quite loudly.
As you journey on north and the patches of sand that cover the route, because we're in that just post-coastal heading inland, start to get more and more sparse, you see there is another patch of long grass you need to walk through. And on the
Why are you playing such dangerous games?
And on the other side of it, you see an old lady who seems to be tending to a series of strange-looking bushes. And off to the left, the path continues.
Don't be like that, Brad. Remember when we started? I remember when we would run backwards and forwards in a line expecting a Pokemon just to appear behind us suddenly. Those were the
That's
days.
true. Those battles didn't go too well either. And the last time we met an old person looking unassuming, that didn't go quite well either. So maybe we don't trust old people while we're on this island.
She looks nice.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's all this grass in front of her, so, you know.
Look, I'm just working with the data. You're literally in front of me. So what am I going to do, huh?
Follow the leader. I'm just going to walk through the
Charge
grass.
through. Well, you know what to do. 3 dice.
Yes.
The odds rise with every roll.
Yay!
Critical fail. Okie dokie. So now, because our D8s don't have sides on them, I need to roll a digital D8 because I mechanically put. Okay, so I'm going to
They
get
don't
you
numbers, so they have 8 sides on them.
to just tell me when to roll, and I'll tell you a number.
Tell you when.
Yeah,
to
because
roll.
I can't.
Stop.
You can't
Prompt him.
click the mouse button. You got to have some agency in this.
This one.
Yeah,
We
just
do
left
have
click.
D8s.
Oh, and you rolled a 2, so that means. Bom, bom, bom. I've gamified
I'm only the
everything. It's
second
ridiculous.
But I want to be the very best.
Battle music.
I was like, do we have that sound
Something
effect?
very similar.
No.
with
There was something
similar.
similar. Yeah, we had one.
Quick, hit everything.
What do we have?
It's one of the 8-bit tracks. The
Oh,
oh no, on the special effects. Sorry,
which one?
I don't know what I called it. Yeah, that one.
Oh my goodness.
Is that if a Pokemon explodes?
sit on?
Yes, electrode. Yeah.
Or
Jinx.
kaboom.
Oh, no, it's electric.
Kaboom went kaboom.
I don't.
Can we just now have that as our Pokemon encounter?
There is battle music though, right? There's like 2 battle music songs.
No, tough. We're staying
Well,
with
there's
that one.
songs, but there's not like.
Like a sound effect. All right, let's put on the battle music because my. Okay. This is a very low key battle music for battle.
Look, Granny's dead, and we're gonna have a battle.
That's something. Okay, because guess what? A wild Pokemon appears in front of you. You're in
Stormy, watch out! It's
a strange Pokemon flaps its little wings in front of you.
Oh wait,
and
hold on. You're not in the
enters
battle. Never mind.
Pokemon
Yeah.
battle.
Stick that like taking a photo from the back of the crabs. Click.
3 Pokédex. You're like, hey.
Amazing.
Okie dokie. So, you are in a Pokemon battle with a Pokemon whose name is Pick-a-Peck.
Picky pick.
Movement phase.
Okay. Kabloom is out and ready. Kabloom! I choose you. Okay, movement.
Yeah, so basically
Okay.
we're just starting 4 steps away, so you can...
Okay. And I only move one at a time.
We only move 1.
Okay.
Pick-a-Peck is going to move 1 closer to you.
Ooh.
Aggressive little buddy.
Okay, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okie dokie.
Because how many steps is
3.
medium range?
3.
3.
You're good.
Sweet. Okay.
So, Pick-a-Peck starts to flap its wings and holding its beak in a particularly open way starts making a discordant whistling sound as it uses supersonic.
Stormy is going to say, Kabloom! Use Thunder Wave!
Okie dokie. So, Pick-a-Peck is going to roll for supersonic, and Pick-a-Peck gets 4 successes out of 4.
Oh my goodness.
Maximum roll.
I only have 4 dice. So we're going to see how this
You only have 4 Oh, is it
Because
neg
there's a
1?
-1. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh no. There's, yes. Critical fail if that does anything.
Okay, so the wave of weird noise echoes over Kabloom, and Kabloom seems to start swaggering with confusion as Kabloom has been confused.
No!
Egad.
This is the first time we've ever encountered the confused status. So confusion says at the beginning of your turn before selecting an ability, confused Pokemon roll 2 dice. If both are failures, you may only make a defensive roll this turn. If and then the confused Pokemon suffers its own contact or close damage statistic +2. On 2 successes, the condition ends. Otherwise, act as normal. So we go to the next round, and Pick-a-Peck is going to fly closer to you.
Do I roll the 2 dice now?
You get to move first
Okay.
if you want to.
I will stay. Ooh. No, I'm going to move closer.
Okie dokie.
Go, Kabloom.
We're in contact.
Pick-a-Peck is going to use Fury Attack.
I'm going to roll my 2.
You roll your 2. So you got 1 success and 1 failure, which means you act normally, but nothing changes about your confusion.
Got this, Kabloom. Kabloom is going to tackle.
Very good. So I am rolling for Fury Attack. I got 1 success.
Oh, goodness.
Hey!
4 successes.
All right, we got a tackle. And how much damage do you do?
Where's that?
So you do tackle, which is +2 damage, and you don't have any physical damage, so it's just 2 damage.
Okay, it's just 2 damage.
Bang! The Pick-a-Peck takes some damage.
Ha!
Which you don't know how much health it's got, because no one in the group has that knowledge or ability at this stage.
And the audience can't see this, but I've just printed some little Pokemon tokens.
I thought they were Mentos,
Oh.
like peppermints,
Is
and
this
you
for
bought them in.
confused?
It's just, what do we pick?
So if you
Like one of
become
each?
confused.
Yeah, there's one of each for everyone.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank you, Murray. This is so fun.
But, yeah,
We should paint them. We should paint them monocolor, just
Yeah,
like
even just like a carousel.
Let's add more
This is so
paint.
cool.
yeah, I just did those today. And
That's so
Frozen is not a status that exists in the
Yeah.
trading card game, so I had to make one.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you.
that
Thanks,
is
Murray.
very cool.
Thanks, Murray. That's
I
so
love
cool.
my peppermints. They're great.
Let's. I got to show this off. Murray's hand. I'll hold a couple. I think we'll probably color them before next week because we can't stop.
Yeah, you can't see it.
We can't
Very
stop.
cool.
I like the icicle you made. That's cool.
They're so satisfying.
They're really satisfying.
And you know what else is satisfying?
Yes.
Pokemon battles.
Yes!
Okay, so next turn, the Pick-a-Peck is not going to move, but it is going to attempt to use Fury Attack again. You're still confused.
Oh, yes, I would roll again. 1 success, 1 fail.
Nothing happens. So we roll for the attack. Pick-a-Peck has -1 dice.
Kabloom is going to use Thunder Shock and expend a spirit.
Okie dokie.
That was a success. You got 3.
Yay! 3 success.
I only got 2, so Thunder Shock is successful. Now, how much damage does Thunder Shock do?
2, but on a critical success, this attack has paralyzed. Is that a critical?
The swirl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 swirls. in my dice roll.
So it's... Sorry, can I have a quick...
Yeah. The bottom one.
So it says if you hit, roll a separate dice, and on a critical success, it
okay.
paralyzes.
Okay.
So now just roll 1 dice.
So yeah, it's an odds-on thing.
No.
Now, how much damage does it do? 3. 2?
Yeah.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Now, you have a bonus of damage at range. So it doesn't add that because you're at close range.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it is super effective against the
it's
flying type
flying.
Pokemon. So it takes an extra damage. So Pick-a-Peck.
I meant to get that one. But I feel like that's more appropriate.
So Pick-a-Peck.
Super effective.
Pick-a-Peck is looking fairly.
What have you done?
Pick-a-Peck is looking fairly beat up. And it's almost like you can hear a really annoying discordant bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
I know what that means.
Less kabloom, more kaboom.
Next turn.
That was really good.
That you can, as a trainer, before you declare your action, you can use an item.
I'm going to use the Pokeball.
Throwing Pokeball. Thank you. Pokeballs are expendable, so no matter what happens,
No.
this is gone. So I get it. Your Pokeball has been thrown. So
Goodbye,
you need to
beautiful
roll a
Pokeball.
trainer skill roll in lieu of making an attack with your Pokemon. But you get +2 to this from the Pokeball. And the Pokemon is going to attempt to not get caught. So it just gets to roll its move. Because it is still attacking your Pokemon. You're spending, just like in the game, you're spending your turn, your Pokemon still gets hit. It is going to use Fury Attack again. It gets 2 successes.
So I do my trainer ability at +2.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Plus your, so it should be,
Oh, plus that as well.
it's trainer plus whatever trainer's boost is. I don't remember if you're on Sightseer's
Okay.
reflexes, right?
Yep. So I
It's
got
reflexes,
6
trainer, and then 2.
plus
It should be 8.
Okay.
It's a good roll.
What do I count?
4 successes.
4 successes.
The Pokeball throws in and opens up, sucks the Pokemon in. Pick-a-Peck is inside. The ball drops to the ground and begins to wobble. You need to make a catch check now. So, the rules for catching Pokemon are you need to match this Pokemon's catch rate, which is a number that I tell you.
Okay,
That's one of the
okay.
few bits of secret information. So the catch rate for Pick-a-Peck is file is opening, very organized. Catch rate for Pick-a-Peck is Jazz's phone going off.
That's the noise
That's
it
just
makes.
another Pokemon in the
It's
background.
catch rate 1. So what
Okay.
that means is you need 1 dice to roll, and on a success, you catch it. On a failure, it breaks out. However, you have some bonuses.
Ooh.
So if the Pokemon is at half maximum health or less, it's -1 dice required. And if it's at 1 health left, it's -2 dice. And I can tell you this Pokemon has 1 health left. So you have to get a success on -1 dice, which means critical catch. The Pokeball, tish, some stars fly out the front as you insta-locked that Pick-a-Peck, and you have captured Pick-a-Peck. Congratulations. We should bring this up on the card up on the screen.
I got a Pick-a-Peck.
Would you like to give your Pick-a-Peck a nickname?
Pecky.
Pecky the Pick-a-Peck. It's like my early Pokemon nicknames. Now, it is worth...
Pick a pack of
Did
picky
you
picks.
just catch a
I got
Pokemon?
one. Guys, I got one.
Well done, Stormy.
I told you I'd get one before you, cousin.
beginner's luck? Congratulations, little one.
Thank you.
So, you now need to mark, though. So, any way you'd like to register this, we've got some regular dice here, because, of course, you spent a spirit.
I did.
But also, Pick-a-Peck only has 1 spirit left and 1 health left.
Okay.
So maybe
Hey,
use
have this
the
cute
red
little
dice
bottle.
for...
This is the one I was admiring before.
So maybe the red dice for health. It might be easy for now.
So 1 health.
1 health, 1 spirit.
1 spirit.
Whereas Kabloom has just used 1 spirit and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, our Pokemon adventure can continue. And that's our first Pokemon capture. That was fairly easy. That was fairly seamless.
It's fun.
And now you know how to do
type
it.
is very effective against flying type.
So, what did it feel like?
Amazing.
I just, when did we get our
Pokeball?
was it
How many years ago? Was it 20?
Like 13 years ago or something. I
13.
said 2009.
Yeah,
so
okay,
it's... And I said it was 2024. 15 years ago.
Yeah. You guys should try it. Melanie, you should come friend.
Well,
I did try it. Just didn't get that far.
Wait, you guys
Better
have
luck
caught
next time.
Pokemon?
well, I don't really catch them. They sort of just,
You just made friends.
yeah, they kind of just hang around.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I had a few. I released them, some started families, some became defenders of a mountain, that sort of thing, So it's just an ambush. Yeah.
I think
sort
you
of
can catch
assigned
them
like
and be
in the
friends.
lab, like just to study, but in the wild, like this is just completely different.
You got this. That's what we're all here for, right? An adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've taken your first step, Stormy. Well done.
Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
enthusiasm is pretty contagious, gotta say. But I'm not sure I'm comfortable with you leading into such.
Okay, I won't
adventures.
talk to the old person. Someone
I
else
think
can
you
go
need
first.
to jump to the back a little.
Okay, I'll admire my Pokeball as I go. With the Pick-a-Peck in it.
Okie dokie. So we're going to move on. Oh, there's an old lady. Is Melanie taking the lead?
We have been, haven't we?
Not really.
Oh.
I just discovered I have a secret note system, but because I've never used it before, everyone just went real sus.
And the problem is,
The font is so small.
that as soon as you put it there, everyone's like,
Craning their neck to say, I don't even think I can make it bigger. Okay, I'll need to workshop that.
I just feel it's like shadow looming over my shoulder. I was like,
I got to know. It's because it said hello, friends.
Hello, friend.
I thought someone taking over the stream for a second.
That's so annoying that I can't make it bigger. Oh well.
Sorry, podcast listeners, you just saw a whole, didn't see a
Nothing.
whole bunch of
saw
people
nothing.
just
blinking
heard
into
a
the
whole
camera.
bunch of silence. We were
Absolute weirdos.
fixated on this little note.
It was great. But you know what else we can be fixated on? Melanie taking the lead in the marching order.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Melanie.
Go, Melanie.
doing?
I would like to make my way up to the sweet old lady, please.
no!
Melanie, no!
You approach an old lady.
Oh, gee, okay, wow, that's, yep, not what I was picturing.
Oh, she is going to mess you up.
She's ready.
She
Waiting
has.
for someone to come within striking range. I don't need a Pokemon.
She is in fact much like the gentleman earlier, dressed up in martial arts attire.
He's back on the menu, boys.
Well, I mean, any family that created the impressive youngster Carl clearly has some training ability. But she stands there tending to some trees and turns her head as she looks over to you as you approach. You have to initiate all conversations. It's Pokemon.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey.
Some young trainers. Very nice. I'm Judith.
It's lovely to meet you, Judith.
You too. What brings you out on this deserted island?
Oh, well, yeah, see, we were on a cruise line ship when we weren't supposed to actually land here, but here we are.
That is a mighty coincidence. I was on a cruise ship too the other day.
Didn't you say you've been here for a while?
Yes.
Yeah.
A few days. Anyway, oh, look at you all. Although, are you all trainers?
Well, not exactly. See, I'm a Pokemon breeder, and we have a ranger and a professor, and Stormy is a trainer.
Well, I sort of like nudge you and just like pull you to the side for a second. I'm like, I know it's been a while, but maybe we're meant to be here. Maybe we're meant to do this again.
We're getting back into it.
We're trainers. I mean, yeah, you're a breeder, but think about the experience you've had and where we are. Like,
I mean, I haven't caught a Pokemon yet.
today's the day, huh?
Hell yeah, Brad.
Dad says you can't say hell.
Sorry, Stormy.
Well, would you look at that? I see a Pokemon I've never seen before there, youngster.
You looking at me?
Yeah, looking at you said your Kabloom is out and walking, yeah. Now, if you bring that closer to me, I can tell you about the bond of friendship you have with your Pokemon.
Really?
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay.
Just absolutely. Yeah.
And Kabloom walks up.
Yeah.
She kneels down, like gently looks into its eyes, claps her hands on the sides of its head, intense stare. Ah, yes, I can see that your Pokemon loves you very much. It is impressed and wants to grow stronger in battling and training with you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Now, for all of you who are much older than children, wandering around and battling Pokemon, where are your Pokemon?
Pull out Pokeball.
Yeah.
I like pull my collar to the side and Ignis sort of crawls out, looking a little worse for wear.
Ah,
I let out Lottle Leap and it makes a big like thunk.
Where's the explosion sound? Dave's trying to herd cats over here today.
I am really trying to herd cats today. There's Lottily. Ignisil. Why did I spend like 14 hours preparing content? We're not even going to get through last week's content before.
Would you?
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Do you want to go first, Melanie?
Sure.
Oh, I can see from all your Pokemon and how they behave. Oh.
Oh no, she's making the same sound my mother makes.
Well, I can see they love you all very much, but I don't quite think I've seen this amount of disappointment in Pokemon in a long time.
Oh my god.
Disappointment? What do you mean?
They seem like they want to cheer you on. Like it's time for you all to do what you were meant to do a long time ago. They've got a sense of eagerness to prove themselves, and maybe, and she looks at Lottlelep's tum, it's about time they get moving around.
This feels extremely heartening and uplifting, but also not.
Yeah, a little wounding. And yet, there is data to back up what is being said.
My dad says that disappointment is worse than anger. So you should listen to her being disappointed.
She's using big words. They're big words.
She's wise for her age. I think you should take some of your companion's gumption and gusto and allow it to carry you on your new Pokemon adventure. This is a chance to try a new way of living. Have fun with it. After all, you don't get stranded on a deserted island every day.
That's right.
That's certainly true.
And enjoy your journey with your Pokemon and build your bond with them. It will be, well, an adventure for a lifetime. I've certainly had many joys with my friend. And at this time, your eyes are sort of drawn over to those berry bushes as the sound of comes from behind one of the trees. And then you just see this surprisingly small but very, oh my God, the air suddenly just smells of delicious baked pie. As this dumpy grandma's apple tart of an Appleton like stomps over and eating a berry with like berry juice dripping down its mouth.
That's an apple tart.
Yes.
Is it wild?
Melanie's
No,
doing
it's
like the
hers.
big
You can
wide
guess
eyes.
it's hers. Yeah.
Melanie, please, you're drawing blood. Let go of my arm.
Like floating off the ground.
Ah, yes. I believe I saw some applin in this forest. They must be native here.
Really?
Yes.
I saw some through my binoculars.
I am hungry.
So,
What?
Why? What is it with you and
so much
eating
sharp
Pokemon?
information.
Technically, the egg's not a Pokemon, and I still haven't had breakfast. Just saying. I won't eat Pokemon, okay?
Now, if you are to adventure, you must be heading north to the camp. I'm down here as I'm one of the only ones who's got the old wisdom, you know what I'm saying? The ability to care for and still love it. Care for and nurture berries. Do you know about Pokemon berries?
No, please tell us more.
I sort of I hide the berry collecting equipment on my belt. Tell us about collecting berries.
Berries.
Already? Oh,
Just don't hit X too many times or else she'll repeat what she says again.
Berries are fast growing and they are great for Pokemon. They are also good for humans too. There are many that grow on this island. The soil seems particularly good. They grow fast and hardy. I am cultivating a little crop here so that the camp has food and making sure we don't take too much. Here! And she turns around and plucks some berries from the trees. This time, who's she going to give them to? There are only 3.
She pulls the tree over in a right angle. Just pum, 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 pum.
I think I've got the great ball, so I'm happy to.
Does anyone have any of your Pokemon injured?
Yes.
My
So
Pick-a-Peck.
Ignisilk, which is looking
Okay.
quite hurt, but your Pick-a-Peck is in a Pokeball. Because your starters came out.
Yeah.
So she says, for you, an Oran berry. This will help heal your Pokemon right up.
Oh boy, is it like a potion? I've seen those in the lab.
Much better. It's more a traditional medicine.
I see.
You don't need health insurance for it either.
I immediately feed it to Ignisilk.
Okay, Ignisilk recovers 2 HP. I'll take the berry back.
It's
You get to hold
there's
it
no
for
roll.
5 seconds.
No, you just immediately not out of
That's
combat.
for in combat.
In combat,
Okay.
you need to roll because it's a dynamic environment. Out of combat, you can just feed them a berry. Ignisilk
Okay.
enjoys the Oran berry
HP.
and heals 2
Beautiful.
health. And
Ignisilk and just smushed against your left.
and as for you and your lovely Lottaleep, I feel this would be the most appropriate. Have a Chesto berry. This Pokemon will wake up. This berry will wake Pokemon up from sleeping.
Oh,
Your lovely Lottaleep seems like it might enjoy a good nap.
it does.
thank you.
And as for you, young one with so much gumption, I'd hate to see you slowed down. A cherry berry will stop Pokemon from being paralyzed.
Thank you. Cherry berry.
Now you can keep these berries and eat them, looking at Ignisilk, or you can hold on to them until you find some empty soil, plant them, and grow more. It's up to you. But, yes, I should get back to tending these plants. If you'd like to know about berries, just let me know. I'll tell you again.
Oh, Do you give us more if we ask again?
The trees, and you can see, even though she only took one berry, the trees suddenly look like there's a lot less berries on them, and there aren't berries to be harvested right now.
No more berries.
I guess there was only 3 berries to go around.
She's collecting them
That's
for
very
the,
sad.
for the camp,
I'm like
in theory.
scratching my head. From a scientific perspective, quite confused as to how 3 berry types came from the one bush. But
They didn't.
oh, okay.
Because guess what? They came from 3 bushes.
Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Pictures.
And look, I've even got my reference to tell me what it is.
Slam dunk.
But you can't see it because it's cropped off the screen. So isn't that great? And podcast viewers, listeners can't see it at all or hear it at all.
But you can hear
There are
this.
3 trees.
There we go.
Blop, blop,
3
blop.
berry trees,
If you're
3
lucky,
berries, some
you can hear
soil,
the foley of the mouse clicks.
an old lady. It's all happening. So she turns around, goes back to her bushes.
Thanks.
You look so much better, little buddy. I'm telling you, a meal does wonders.
I think old people can be nice.
Oh, hey, she said something about a camp.
To the north, I believe.
They probably have food at a camp.
Where's
Yeah.
North?
I mean, food is a good point, but I think we should head there either way, as was our goal.
Which way is north?
North. What? That's what? Which way is north? It's north.
Great. I'd like to head north, please.
Oh, there's a ledge that you can. There's a waist height ledge. There's a waist height
On the
ledge.
map, and I was like,
north?
Aren't these waist-high ledges?
You can go west though.
it took the west.
You
We're
can
heading
continue
west.
down the seemingly sort of railroady path along this
Great.
route.
Yep.
I feel like
the
the
only
path
way you
back
can.
up, up the hill where little Stormy didn't want to go before. I think that might be the route out of here.
Let me pretend I didn't see the map.
There's clearly a path going straight past here. You can see the hill behind you. That you've passed the little hill.
Okay, upon seeing the map, and, like not blindly following instructions, I deduce that we can go around.
Go.
You're a really good ranger.
I am, thank you.
Well, unfortunately, you're not leading, so it's up to Melanie to decide to do that. She might want to backtrack. She might want to run back and forward in grass. I don't know. She's in charge.
Now let's keep pushing forward.
Okay, so you head along west, going past one of the last sandy banks and a few flowers. And as you push up a little bit further north, you see more ledges. You see one of those strange Pokeball storage containers nestled and abandoned in a bunch of long grass. But the way forward and up seems to be back to the east, doubling back on the direction you came around a large thicket of trees that you couldn't cross before. Heading for the Pokeball will, of course, mean going through wild grass. Heading forward onwards will also mean going through wild grass. Doing both will mean going through 2 lots of grass.
I want to boil.
Go for the Pokeball. Melanie, you may roll a dice to see if a wild encounter happens.
No.
All right, so you walk over to the Pokeball and pick it up.
Oh,
Nothing.
yep.
And as you reach down for the Silphco Pokeball ball storage system all weather, you realize that it is in fact just a Pokeball. It doesn't have a Pokemon in it. It just looks, it's a bit old.
take
It
it.
looks like it's just fallen or washed up or just ended up there, but it still seems fine.
Still good use.
A Pokeball.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
And then you head east.
Yes.
Make another roll. 2 dice this time.
Come on, baby. No.
All right. As you walk through and start heading up a light hill, there is one more patch of grass to push on through before you can see ahead of you and to the north some stone steps, a few crates, a few salvaged bits of ship materials, as well as what looks like a makeshift wooden sign in the distance. So you're quite close to the edge of the town. There's one more patch of wild grass you must walk through. So 3 dice. You literally can walk back and forth.
Who'd have thought this would be the most fun mechanic in the game?
That's 3 successes. You literally can walk back and forth if you're desperate. Roll 4 dice.
It's all coming back to her.
I feel like we're going in circles.
Camp.
Hey! So yeah, Melanie's just like stomping around the grass. Wild Pokemon encounter. Okie dokie. So guess what? I'm going to roll for you because you're too far away.
That's fine.
And
Can I keep
I
doing it
could
until I
tap
get
it,
the
and then
pun-
Murray holds
I actually
my
just
hand,
rolled
and
it,
you
I
hold
think.
Jen's hand, and then through a static electricity, Jen's.
wow, Pokemon account.
We should just clip that sound bit.
That required an 8 on a D8, by the way. So it was a 1 in 8 chance.
This is going to be so good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I dropped it.
So Lottleep comes out with a big kathunk as well.
And sees an apple. Applin is at risk. Applin in danger.
Right. Hang on.
This is all you wanted, wasn't it, Jen? You wanted Applin so bad.
All right, I got it.
I'm
There.
very excited.
Okay, that's better. All right.
Finally, the correct use of sound.
That will never not be funny.
For the podcast listeners, the figure of Lottleep is ginormous and over half the size of Melody.
Your prize Lottleep, carefully bred.
Okay.
Come on out, Lottleep.
Combat begins.
Yay.
The Applin moves a step forward. Does Lottleep stay put?
Lottleep will hop.
Okay. So they should be
chunk.
2 apart because they start 4 apart.
Cool.
Okie dokie. Are you going to use a trainer ability?
I actually don't know. Give me 1 sec. Nope. I can use a trainer ability and still fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to use ID Genus. Is that it?
Genus.
ID Genus.
Genus? Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Read it out. What's it do?
So
Does it cost spirit?
it does. So it costs me a spirit. Or does it cost Lottleep a spirit? Me a spirit, right?
you.
Yeah. Chill. So it says on a success,
Yep.
GM reveals the type and status of the target Pokemon as well as their catch rate.
Okay. And you got to roll a trainer skill, a breeder skill check.
Yep.
Cool. Against the Pokemon's ability, which will be using withdraw. What's Lottleep doing?
Are they medium distance?
Yes,
Cool.
actually short distance.
Oh, a short? Oh,
Yep.
so I can still use this. I'm gonna use Bubble Beam.
Bubble Beam. Okie dokie.
Spirit.
Well, withdraw. I am rolling. I got 2 successes. Your trainer skill with breeder. Mm-hmm. You have to
So
roll.
that's my breeder, and then do I pair it with the wisdom? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
4 successes. Now, you don't actually need to beat its combat roll unless it's attacking you. So in future, we actually don't need to roll them. It's just you roll, and if you're not hurt, you do the thing. And what does it do? Sorry. Identifies
So
the
type, status of the target Pokemon, and their catch rate.
Applin. You identify that it has a catch rate of 1, making it exceedingly easy to catch.
Hooray!
Its type is grass dragon. Is there anything else it gives you? Their
And
trait.
If it's
catch rate.
the status.
The status?
So I imagine if it's like
Was it their ability, their trait?
It says on the thing top row or stats. Mine is ID and abilities. Hers is top row and what does it say on it? Type top row.
Type and top row. Okay, so you
top
know it
row
has
is a stat.
5 combat dice, no bonuses to attack, 6 health, 1 defense.
okay,
Cool.
great,
And now your bubble beam.
cool. So I've never rolled an attack before.
Way.
So is that 5?
You got this, Melanie.
And that's it?
Yep. No
No
additionals.
extra. Yeah, right.
So 5.
Let's go. 3
3.
successes.
3 successes. This Pokemon also scored 3 successes, so you both hit each other. In this instance, Applin used withdraw, so it will gain +1 defense until the end of combat. And your bubble beam does how much damage?
+3, and if I roll a dice, if I succeed on a critical success, my attack has slow.
Okie dokie. So you do succeed, so you do get to do that.
Success. Not
It's a critical, so no.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so how much damage, sorry, was it with your totals? Do you have a bonus to ranged damage?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, +1, so 4 in total.
4 in total. However, you're attacking a grass Pokemon, which is strong against water type moves, which is -1 damage. So you do 3 damage. Bang. Applin has 1 defense, so Applin takes 2 damage.
Okay,
Now Applin has 2 defense.
cool.
2 health.
Defense. It's used withdraw. It got this defense
okay.
up.
All right.
The worm just sucked into the apple, and the apple fortified like a candied apple.
It had 5 health. Is that
It had 6 health.
6
And
health.
it's taken 2. So it's got 4 left. And now 2 defense.
okay?
Not to possibility the starter might be a bit rusty. Is dragon resistant to water as well?
No, dragon sucks. Dragon is resistant to dragon.
Yeah,
And that's it.
that's it.
It's strange.
Poop.
Dragons. the
Dragon
weird one.
was really good, and then like over the next 3 generations, they're like, this is strong against dragon, and this is strong against dragon, and this is strong against dragon. Now dragon's like really mid as a type. Although actually, you're right. I thought dragon was resistant to every basic element. Maybe you're right. I'm gonna Google it.
Uh-oh.
No.
But for the sake of this Applin, it just ain't dragony enough to stop extra damage this time. But that chart I was looking at may have been terrible.
More apple than
So moving swiftly on.
Oh, what do I do?
Yeah, it does resist.
I won't move closer. I'm happy to stay where I am.
Okie dokie, it does move 1 closer to you, putting it in contact.
No.
It was 2 away.
He
Now
wants
it's
to be
1 away.
friends.
Or
No, that's 4 steps away. Yes, it went from close and long to medium short, then because they both move 1 in, so that would be 3. So then they're in No, you're right.
they're
It's
1
1
away.
step away. In that case, it's going to use withdraw again. What are you going to use?
I'm gonna use Bubble Beam again. I want this apple. Let's go.
It gets 4 successes.
No.
Apple.
Come on.
This annoying Applin is just constant.
You can do it, Mel. You can't do it, Mel.
That's not how you
I believe in you.
can't do it, man.
Applin's defense goes up.
Oh,
Next turn, Applin waddles closer, slurms closer.
Slurm.
I just want to say, dragons in the chat, and you're dissing dragons. You should feel very sad.
Am I allowed to use my Pokedex while they're in a
Pokemon
fight?
dragons. Sure.
For
Why
narrative
not?
purposes? 'Cause I
Yeah.
wanted to do that for the last fight.
Why is the thing's gone away, Jazza? Remember we had the thing?
Perhaps this will.
Remember I'd worked out
Yeah,
the
you
thing and
have.
now it's gone away.
Oh, just work it out. Yeah,
It's
cool.
terrible. It's impossible to understand. I'll just do a silly voice.
We like the silly voices.
I don't know why it doesn't save it. It just got rid of it.
Okay. Perhaps this will help, Melanie. Bloop, 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 bloop.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
what? Huh? Yes?
I'm holding up the Pokedex.
Oh, I'm pointing it at Applin.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Applin, the apple worm Pokemon. Applin withdraws inside its apple when it is frightened.
Oh, the worm is the Pokemon?
Yeah, the apple is just an apple.
Okay.
It's defense.
Oh my god. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens if you point that at someone that's not a Pokemon?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I turn slowly towards Stormy and like bloop bloop and go to like scan her.
And nothing happens.
No.
I guess that answers your question.
Science.
That's why it's called an apple in.
What movie are you doing?
Bubble
Bubble Beam?
Beam.
Okay, so this is the next turn. It's moved up. It's now adjacent.
Yeah.
It's going to use Astonish.
Little worm pokes at the apple. Boo!
How many successes do you get?
It got 2 successes.
You got this.
3.
You got 3. Okay, so you hit. Now your damage and its defense are now kind of irrelevant because you don't do enough damage to beat its defense, so you can only do 1 damage. Because as I said in the last episode, in this Pokemon setting, all attacks will do a minimum of 1 if they deal any. So
Yeah,
if the attack doesn't do damage, it doesn't do damage. But you do 1 damage.
Can I see if I do the slow as well?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yes! I got it.
Yay!
Slow 1.
Okay, it has been slowed.
Well done, Melanie.
Had a slow effect.
It means it can't move.
My voice broke a little bit there.
Oh, that's
So it would have been good to get it earlier.
Does that include escaping?
No.
Okay.
It just can't move in combat.
So it's on 3 health, yeah?
It's on 3 health.
Okay. Does it have to be on 1 health for me to catch it, to try and catch it?
No, you can try and
just
catch it. You can throw a
helps.
Pokeball at full health.
Go on. You keep saying what you're saying.
That was a completely enclosed sentence. Yeah.
Give me more info.
There was half health and there was 1 health remaining.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
It
it's
is
at 1
now
health, it's
under half health. It's got
bonus.
3 out of 6. So you have a bonus to catch it if you wanted to try and catch it.
What's the bonus?
You already know its catch rate is 1, which is the easiest type Pokemon to catch.
I'll just
Okay.
give it a crack.
Yeah, bonus is it's at half health. So at half health, you need -1 dice. Catch rate 1 means you need to get 1 dice success. It's now a guaranteed success if you throw a Pokeball.
Oh, okay.
Provided you hit. You have to hit with your trainer ability.
Okay. Next turn.
Yeah, you're going to do it. Throw a
Let's
Pokeball.
roll.
All right, so it rolls. You need to beat 2 successes. I just cocked a D8 on its end.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
like it was a diamond.
Sign from
I was
the
like, what?
dice
I mean, there is a
gods.
little notch it
Yeah.
kind of fell in, but it was kind of amusing to look
Got
at.
the Sims icon.
All right.
Trainer and breeder. Yeah, that's the roll.
Breeder and
Trainer ability.
which is
Wisdom.
yep
Yep.
plus 2 from the Pokeball.
Oh.
And you give me the Pokeball. I must take presents.
What if I don't catch it?
You,
No,
it
you're
breaks.
using it.
It gets consumed.
That was
You got
4.
4 successes.
sorry.
You beat 2. The Pokeball lands. Applin is sucked into the Pokeball, and in another instance of critical catch, it immediately gets caught. Stars sparkle out, and Jen, Melanie has caught an Applin.
Yay! Whoa!
Enjoy.
Another Pokemon caught. Wait. This is one of those lovely little moments of sharing. Yay!
Oh, he's so.
So
This
cute.
is one of the funnest parts of the game is that you actually get these cards.
Fun for us, not for the viewers.
Yeah.
The podcast is like, great. Keep showing me a card.
Imagine the cutest thing you get.
It has taken 3 damage, so it has 3 health. So you just need to, and you gotta give me that Pokeball.
I did.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you. I just don't remember.
Unless Brad took it.
Scradley. All right, congratulations. You have an Applin, which means Melanie, it's time for, I guess it's time for Brad to take over again.
Oh, and I'm
No,
just,
it's actually Victor.
Oh,
Yes, Victor.
it was Victor.
I'm keeping the name.
You're keeping the name Applin? Okay. Well,
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited.
You did it.
My first caught Pokemon.
You
Oh, I
can
think
still
it's
be
your-
friends with it now that you caught it.
It's the worm?
Yeah.
He's still hungry. He wants that number.
The worm is the Pokemon.
You can't eat him. I'm sorry.
No, not the worm.
Or the apple. Yeah.
Brad, is that you who kept leaving apple cores around the lab?
No comment.
Don't
Anyway,
tell my dad.
Victor, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, don't worry, Brad. Looks like the town's just up ahead. We'll head there. I don't think there's much point hanging around here. We made a lot of noise around here, so I think the Pokemon will take a bit to resettle. So let's go see if we can get something to eat.
Lead the way.
you know what they say? An apple a day keeps the doctorate deadlines away for lazy Pokemon professors.
Wow.
I thought of that immediately. It's very funny and highbrow. Thank you very much.
Rolls off the tongue.
Welcome to my... An apple a day keeps the doctorate deadlines away. I don't know. I thought it was fun. And you did too, because you don't have a right of refusal because it's a one-way form of communication. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. I know that the crickets are unnecessary. It was a good joke. It's a little bit Frasier for everyone, just a highbrow humor. Okay, moving swiftly on to heading up those steps, you see a wooden sign that seems to have been hastily erected and hand painted. And it says very adventurously, aside from some gazebos that have the cruise line brand on them.
I love things that are written adventurously.
Boxes. It says shipwreck camp. That's the adventurous text hastily written on it in a large sort of one of those comedy markers that they might use on a cruise ship for like trivia or something, like really big Sharpie.
Yeah.
And we head into a lovely new location.
Ooh.
you wander in, basically walking past some trees to a little bit of hustle and bustle as you... Oh gosh, where is my thing? As you see on your left and right some parasols, boxes everywhere that have been carted up from down south.
Is that a regional version of Paris? Parasol?
No! As you head on, as you sort of start to walk in, you see there's these tents and these repurposed pagodas that would be used when the cruise lines would set up their little stations at the ports. All being used. There's cots and makeshift beds and all these things that have been built. There's lots of stuff. There's deck chairs that seem to be from like the sun decks laid out everywhere. And it's a pretty paradise, a pretty little patch of paradise surrounded by trees, full of flowers, with a river running down to the north. You can see a waterfall cascading down some lovely mountains ahead. And there's a few people wandering around the town, but right in front of the town, at the very center of the town square, there is some boxes that have been turned into a makeshift table, and there's a sign next to it and a woman that is standing behind the sign that seems to be looking intently at you as you walk up.
Yeah.
What does this woman look like?
She's looking intently at something.
A woman? No, she... so she is wearing... she is kindly motherly, looks to be in her mid-40s. She has a warm smile, but she's wearing a nice summer dress with a red top, and she has a black suit jacket over the top, which has a little name badge on it. And yeah, but...
She looks like a ship crew member of some sort, or?
She's not wearing ship crew attire, but the jacket looks like a ship like entertainment director sort of jacket, but the rest of her outfit is not uniform. But she won't say anything until someone initiates communication.
Victor's
Yeah,
late.
I'll step forwards and wave for... Hello! I'm Victor, and these are my friends.
Hi, Victor, Stormy, Melanie, and Brad. How are you doing?
She knows our names.
I'm Leah, leader of ship services. Of course I know your names. I know everyone's names on the cruise ship. Jen and I have been on a cruise. It's weird. They do know your name.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Really?
They do. There's like 6,000 billion people, and they just are like, they say hi by name. They have a special
Powers.
talent. Ship cruise director, like people are wild.
Leah, duh.
Leah from Ship Services.
I see.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, we just woke up on the shore. Our boat had an incident.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that you're here. You're one of the last people unaccounted for. So it's good to see you. We have wonderful amenities here. We're making the most of it. We've set up. We've got people working on some berries. We've got some lovely fishing occurring for some fresh seafood, and I'm here to ensure that your stay is comfortable, everything is organized, and you have plenty of fun activities to do.
So you didn't check on us when we were stranded on the beach? What if we were hurt or...
We thoroughly searched the beach, and we took all of the washed up items that could be put to use in our fun shipwreck-themed camp.
Thank you for not taking the washed up people.
There weren't any people. We've been checking for the past 3 or 4 days.
I told you guys, there was
Wait.
pink soapy stuff.
We were on the beach out cold for 3 or 4 days. No wonder I'm so hungry.
You definitely weren't. We looked everywhere, and we don't miss a head count. And she smiled.
Right.
So pink bubbles.
You know what? I'm just going to drop this. This sounds great. At least we're here now.
Yes, this looks very impressive. Like, how long have you been setting this? Like, how long has this town been here?
3 or 4 days. Since we built it from the ruins of our previous life. She smiles.
Wow.
I can't stop hitting the microphone, and I love
Why do I feel like she's about to start a cult?
Yeah. I mean...
What's a cult?
You'll find out when you're older.
You'll find out when they're done with this town. Well,
Great.
Can I help you with anything? Would you like to know anything about the town?
we'd love to know where we can eat. We are hungry.
Thank you.
Right now, our fishermen have managed to bring up a couple of big tasty catches, and they'll be putting on a lovely grill a bit later this evening. But of course, in our new little setup, everyone who wants to eat needs to, well, find a way to make themselves helpful. We don't have any of our buffets here.
Yep, only keep. I understand. Okay, what can we do? Do you have any tasks that you're doing?
Pulls up a little clipboard, looks down the clipboard. You're all Pokemon trainers, right? I can tell by the rough and tumble, the scuffs, and you're a Pokemon ranger. Oh, wonderful. You've got to be capable out in the wilderness. We actually need people to go and scout. If we're going to be living here for the rest of our lives, we may as well go and make sure we can make the best of it. There's already some route markers down. This looks like the start of a great Pokemon region.
I understand you're making the best of a difficult situation, but do you need to give up on finding our way back so quickly?
Yeah.
Surely there's a way to contact civilization.
Well, all technology fried as soon as we arrived on the island, except for Pokedexes. They must have some kind of redundancies. At least our communications technology doesn't seem to work. So, that's not an option, but that's why we'd love to enlist the help of able scouts or rangers who could maybe go ahead and see if there's something out there that could help us get back. There certainly aren't any boats. I saw the last one leaving.
A boat left?
That's right. When disaster struck aboard the ship, I was up on the bridge. The captain and the first officer, well, they had an empty bottle next to them after some kind of waving at the coast sail by. The captain and the first officer were very, very quick to get out of the ship, and I was left running the show. I'm just the director of ship services. I don't know how to stop an engine room
Oh
flooding.
my god.
Deep lore.
Wow. Jinx.
And the last thing I saw as the boat was starting to get really hectic was that fancy research vessel that you guys had chugging off the back. And the only person I knew that could sail a boat on board the ship was the captain and the first officer. But they're noble people. I'm sure they went down with the ship.
This woman is too dedicated to her job.
What a ship show.
I'd say she deserves.
So sorry.
There's the title.
Ship show.
That is the time. I'm writing that down. That's very good.
I couldn't resist.
Total ship show. Amazing.
Right.
Well, that does sound crazy. I can't believe that we all managed to sleep through that.
Me neither. Yes.
So scouting. So
She's putting her hand up.
Yes, Stormy.
Do you have a place that I can plant some berries?
Unfortunately, we haven't found any lovely fresh soil in this area. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure Nurse Joy was talking about berries recently. You might want to go find her and talk to her.
I know Nurse Joy. Okay.
wait, the same Nurse Joy from back in Pallet Town? Wait, not Pallet. Wherever we're from.
Meridian City.
You know,
That's Nurse
you're not
Joy.
from any of the. You're from a completely different region.
one.
I mean, not that would be ridiculous. No, she works on the cruise ship. Ship's nurse. You probably saw her with her Chansey wandering around on the boat.
I remember the Chansey, yes.
I love
Well, that's good. That means that
So weird.
she
I
might
know a
help.
nurse that has the same name. Bizarre.
Odd coincidence. I've never heard of that.
Anyway, we should probably take your offer up on being scouts because, well, I don't see us doing anything else in the meantime.
And talk to Nurse Joy.
Well, if you'd like to get your bearings here, that's completely fine. Otherwise, off to the east is the only other direction we can go. And nobody here are Pokemon trainers, or at least there aren't many of us. And, well, Steven, he reckons he's going to catch a big fish that's going to know surf, and he'll be able to sail on and look down the river. But I don't think we can go that way. So the east seems to be the only way. It's quite a thick and dense forest, but there's a family of trainers who were super confident and competent. One of them's a gym leader. They've already headed out to scout for us. You might bump into them.
I see, okay. So they're out there. Whereabouts is this Stephen?
Oh, over by the river, fishing.
Cool, all right. Okay, so I think The only thing to do is going to talk to every single person in this camp. Find out everything about them.
Talk to everyone.
I suggest we do it in a really rapid rate so that we can absorb the information without needing to actually listen to them.
Yeah.
Maybe
Bring
they'll
back
give us
the
free
technique
stuff.
of
Yeah, literally just interrupt
kidding.
their sentence with
All right. Thank you very much for your help. We will return.
And we can now get our bearings with our lovely
Oh, it's so cute.
Shipwreck Camp. As you've entered up from the bottom of Shipwreck Camp, for those podcast viewers, I'm displaying a map of the area. We've talked to Leah from Ship Services. There is some tents and some beds around to the left and some gazebos, but the path does seem to wind past a few beds, and down to the south you can see a lovely lady wearing green with a nice sun hat on. And heading up further to the north, you can see Chansey, Nurse Joy, and you can also see what looks to be sort of a cabin crew member standing over by the thickets of trees, and there's only one way through the thickets, heading directly east towards that forest. Yeah. Are you just wandering around through town? There's also, it's not a huge area. You also see there are two fishermen with some deck chairs over by a river, and you also spot a sailor with torn off sleeves and tattoos sunning himself in a sun chair. And beyond that does seem to be your shipwreck camp.
This is so friggin' cute.
I know, I'm loving this.
Brilliant. All right.
Does this count as a town, or we can split up?
This does count as a town. Yeah.
We can split up. Oh my god. Okay. I think maybe we divide and
We're
conquer
getting
a
a
little
bit
bit.
crowded
Yeah.
in that one pixel.
One sprite.
Yeah, one
The whole
sprite.
party was in one sprite. Yeah.
All right. Well, the sun tanning sailor seems like he's pretty preoccupied. I'm going to go talk to the fisherman.
Okay, which one? There's two. I'll describe them. One of them is, I'll describe them by reading their description so I don't get the two names confused with the descriptions, because that would be embarrassing.
I tried not to spit my drink with a filler brush, saying that Nurse Joy is good friends with Gideon.
So there is a fisherman on the left who is looks to be in his 50s. He's got sort of a coffee crema skin tone and a hard look in his eyes and a few wrinkles and sort of weathered like sea salt face. And then there's also a much younger fisherman who looks about 20, who's tall, quite tall, like 6'3", short blonde hair with a fisherman's vest that is just covered in lures and sinkers, like just laden with fly fishing lures, sinkers, those kind of super, yeah.
I'm going to go talk to the old guy because that's a fisherman.
Okay, you're going to go talk to the old guy. What is everyone else going to go and do if you're splitting up?
I'm going to talk to Nurse Joy.
Okay. Melanie?
I'm going to give Stormy my berry if you're going to talk to Nurse Joy. See, then you can have it. There we go.
Literally the last one.
And remember, everyone, you only can hold 6 items. Just want you to be remembering that.
I'd like to check my egg.
Okay, make a roll.
I love that you have to roll.
Egg!
It's the egg roll.
Is it? It's the same roll again, isn't it? Breeder and
Yep.
thingy trainer. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Make an egg roll.
Oh no! 2 successes. 2 critical fails as well.
2 successes
roll.
is enough.
Oh, it's a success. Yeah.
With a gleaming exterior, the healthy egg conveys the expectation of a lively and vigorous Pokemon that will one day emerge.
Oh, good. Great. Thank you.
Cool. Egg checked.
Awesome.
Is that all you're doing? You're going to go
we
talk to
can
anyone?
move on to the next person to do their thing then.
What did you want me to do with the berry plant?
If you're gonna-
Do you have a direction that you'd like to?
I'm going to supervise Stormy.
So you're going to go with Stormy. So let's do Victor and our lovely fisherman first. All right, Victor, you head on up.
I approach the old, wizened man. Hello, I'm Victor.
I see his voice on the wind. The sound of the rod reeling in and out.
Yep, this checks out. How are the fish? What are you catching?
Food. Keep everyone alive. Yeah.
Yep, no, seriously, what are you catching?
Oh, He looks down. Corp. The magic cup's like flopping in a thing.
Do
Magic
people
up.
eat them?
They unfortunately confirmed
Yep.
that there are no animals in the Pokemon world. They recently confirmed that as canon. When I think in the 90s there was Pokemon and animals, which made way more sense.
Yeah.
So no, they just eat the sentient creatures. They're just psychos. Like tourist ranchers, they just eat them.
Or sandwiches.
dear.
Yeah.
They do make sandwiches as well.
It's so gross.
Okay.
You know what? This is fan fiction.
It is fan fiction.
Yeah, well, like the old anime is like they catch a Magikarp and the next thing it'll be like a completely different fish that's like cooked on
Yeah.
fire.
So, because this is fan fiction, the Magikarp flops back into the water and then he then gestures to a beautiful little pile of trout, of really dumb, non-sentient, emotive trout that he's caught in a
They'll
bucket.
never level up. They can't have abilities.
They don't even have a sense of self-preservation.
What happens if you throw a Pokeball at a trout?
It knocks it out and then you can eat it. It's a really good way. It's a humane way of killing it before you eat it. You just yeet it into its head.
Oh my god.
It doesn't react properly, but it still closes up. It's just
I think there's actually been some research that fish have high.
Stop! Remember when I said this is a fan fiction?
And reality.
Oh yeah, everything is pain. The smell of cut grass is grass telling its friends it's dying. It's fine. So, moving on.
Moving on.
Oh boy. The fisherman has some lovely looking trout. He turns his head towards you, seeing your sort of competent camping gear. You've got the look of someone who could be a fisherman. Raises an eyebrow.
I haven't done it in a long time. I do miss those days. I think I might have to pick it up again if I'm going to be here for any time.
Tell you what. I'm still preparing food for later, for dinner. But for someone as capable as a ranger, I might have another job for you. If you're keen. In exchange, I could not only teach you how to fish, but give you my old rod. And he lifts up a spare fishing rod.
I accept. These sound like good terms.
So, I was originally on the cruise because I heard this region had lots of a very special rock that I've been hunting for a while. They're quite rare. A formation of rock, a rare gem gleaming like gold that forms naturally in the shape of a crown.
It's an interesting goal for a fisherman.
Well, it's for my lifelong companion, my co-conspirator, my fishing master, my friend.
Ah,
And your eyes are drawn downwards to a slowpoke whose tail is dangling in the water, like slowly waving back and forth. There are like two large fish already nibbled and biting onto its tail, and it's still trying to use it as a lure to like get the bite. Poke. And really slowly its tail starts to rise out of the water, and this fish that's like stuck to the end of its tail, and then it flicks its tail like in this slow arc and just flops a trout into the bucket.
Is he catching more fish than the fisherman?
No, he's finally caught one. The tail goes back in. It's for my friend here.
yes. I see. A stone in the shape of a crown. I understand completely now. I hope you find it.
Or you're going to find it.
I see. This is the thing I'm going to do for you.
Because, you see, I was going to explore this island once I arrived, but he glances over the other fisherman. It seems my skills are more useful helping the people here.
Yes. I will help you achieve this lifelong goal of acquiring this for your best and dearest friend.
Thank you. And in exchange, remember, and he waves his old rod in your face. Fishing rod, training.
It's like, bonk, 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 as it like nearly snaps.
Now I've got to get back to fishing.
All right. Good talking to you.
I love the idea of hunting a rock. And it just, every time you get close to things.
It's like running away.
I mean, this is Pokemon. Half
It could
rocks
be.
do run away from you.
And then, of course, we have Stormy and Brad, who head over to Nurse Joy. The one character I forgot to get art for. No. It's fine. So you head over, and as you're walking up the path, a Chansey, and it starts waving its hands at you, like really trying to get your attention. Chansey.
I'm immediately going. She's the shortest attention span.
And it waddles like back up towards Nurse Joy, who's facing away from you, looking between these reedy, tough trees, the same little sapling things you've seen before. And in front of her, and you can sort of see it through gaps in the trees that Stormy, if she was feeling flexible, could probably easily get through. You can see that there is a little grove, and inside there is a significant space full of ripe berry trees and fresh ground for berries to grow in. But
I think this is the closest to both characters. Not a leap.
But you can see this impassable terrain that is the two bushes in front. And she's sort of looking through them like bars at a prison, hoping to get past.
Hi, Nurse Joy.
She turns around. Oh, hello.
What's wrong?
I'm just no help to anyone.
But you're a nurse.
What good's a nurse without her equipment?
I know exactly how you feel. We've been without our scientific get-up since we landed on this gosh darn island, and I haven't been able to be in my scientific studying mindset ever since. Can't imagine how you feel. Except I just said I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
Did you lose it?
I'm really worried. This place seems dangerous, and I can't heal Pokemon like this, or people I can heal. That's easy, but more importantly, I can't heal Pokemon.
Well, I think there are a lot of Pokemon here that could use your help. Is there anything we can do to try and set you up so you can, get everyone back up on their feet like you like to?
Well, some of my lab infirmary equipment did survive, and we've brought it here, but I lack the raw resources to make a sort of emergency Pokemon center. But see there, and she points past the small bushes.
She's going to look, Storm's going to look with her
Binoculars.
Yeah.
They're citrus and leper berries. Some of the best healing berries for both the energy and the body of Pokemon. And if I had access to that grove, well, I'd be able to make all kinds of treatments, and I could heal everyone's Pokemon up, no hassle.
Yeah, Ignisilk had a berry earlier. It really helped.
Yeah, and it's still not quite back to his perky self, but if there's anything we can do, if it just weren't for those darn short bushes that we can't walk past.
Well, I'll give you a reason why, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you, it's a fan fiction. Every time you try to, they punch you in the nads. Literally. Because all of them are pseudo-wudo. And when you use cut, it just kind of saunters away because it doesn't like it. That's my explanation. So literally, you try and get past, just bang, like sucker punch, because pseudo-wudo is like
My
rock
goodness.
steel. Just sucker punches you, and so no one goes near the trees. You just stay a good 5 foot away from those trees.
Miniature Whomping Willow.
Yeah, you don't want to get punched in the nads by a pseudo-wudo.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go.
I'll take it.
You need to learn cut so it leaves. Or if you're shorter in the face.
I love how you started with being like, if I'm flexible, I can get through.
Yeah,
So I can get punched
but you
in
get
the face.
punched. Yeah, if you were feeling flexible, but you don't want to because you don't want to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Look, I've come across this problem in my previous Pokemon journey, and I knew there needed to be a way for me to teach a Pokemon how to cut through these bushes, but I could just never find the way to do that. Is there anyone you know anywhere here that could show us how to learn that so we can help?
No. I've not met anyone. It's not only would you need the hidden machine, but
Yeah, you need mission.
you'd also need, well, I guess like a small cassette player to put it in, and then some earbuds to put in your Pokemon's ears so it can learn the technique from the like audio cassette tape. Kind of like a Discman. They haven't been around in a long time.
A Walkman?
a discman.
It's a disc.
Discman was a very brief era because CDs skip and scratch if you move. So it was like, take it for a run. Yeah, my sister had one. But you'd also need a Pokemon capable of learning the move.
Yeah, ours can't do that.
No, it doesn't look like they can.
But
None of them have sharp, scratchy
Rangers
bits.
might be able to. Victor's might. So if I wanted to plant these berries, I can't do that because the bush is in front of me.
No. Perhaps
No.
further on some of the routes, there'll be some places you can plant the berries.
Okay.
But for now, you should always feel free to, eat them.
I probably shouldn't eat Melanie's berry.
Well, I hope you can help me. If you do, I'll be able to set up this emergency Pokemon Center and heal up everyone's Pokemon when they need to.
All right. We'll keep an eye out and see if we can find anything. But in the meantime, good luck.
Thank you.
Can
And then she turns back after that conversation, just immediately starts full-only looking through the trees and idling there, staring. Now, is there anyone else in the town you wanted to talk to? Or are you just going to head on off?
I think we sort of head off from here. We can't,
right.
just out of character, can we long rest or anything?
No.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You need a Pokemon Center to heal your Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, I decided not to talk to the old fisherman because I already have the quest to get the old rod.
You mean the other fisherman?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're not going to talk to him there. You can come. You're going to be able to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as
like, I finish that quest so I can get the whatever he's got. He's probably young and upright. He's got a super rod or some nonsense.
maybe, who knows?
Stormy's gonna go back to Melanie and say, I guarded it with my life. And give the berry the right berry back. But we can't plant it anywhere because there are these silly bushes that are blocking us.
Ah, those dang bushes.
Yeah.
As the party begins to head towards the edge of town where there is a ship services member blocking the way, in the distance, they see the outlines of a forest, a thick forest that they'll be journeying through in the next episode.
That is a lot of long grass. Oh boy.
Well, there you go, everyone. You did Pokemon. We got 2 caught Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
We've hit our first town. We've got PP restore. All right, everyone. That was cool. Next week, we're going to explore Route 3 and the forest.
Yay!
That'll
This
be
is
interesting.
So much fun. It feels so much like playing a Pokemon game.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
Every time you bring the map on screen, I'm just like silent for a solid 10 seconds. Just soak it all up.
Go see
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's
So good.
awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, make sure to do the YouTube things because honestly, roleplay is pretty hard to get successful on YouTube unless you're already Critical Role. So while we
Or
don't...
Dimension 20,
or
some of the other ones.
A select few.
but we're not them.
No, but we aspire to be them, and we hope to be with your support and trust and faith, and joining us in the next episode.
Yeah. And the occasional
And I think
thumbs
that-
up below the video.
Everyone should have a grasp on everything now. I think we've done our training, we've done our tutorials.
Tutorial's over.
We can smash through our adventure now and
Yeah.
just start doing some stuff, start seeing what's
Gotta
going on.
catch
Maybe
them
find out if you want to
Hey, we
leave.
caught 2 episodes, and
Two Pokemons. Yeah.
Sorry, we caught. Well, we also caught 2 episodes. Well, you caught 2 episodes.
Yeah, just to catch the next
hopefully.
one.
And you caught 2 Pokemon.
Will our party of trainers go on to find a way off
Do
this
it in-
island?
Do it in the voice.
What's
Will
the
our
voice?
traitors.
Will the trainers? I don't even remember what it sounds like. Will our trainers decide to stay with the ship services and live out their lives in a small camp on a mysterious island, or will they head off towards the sunset and try and find a way off this place? Or will they remember why they came here and attempt to conduct some Pokemon research into this mysterious island? Find out next week. And who's that
Unofficial.
Pokemon?
On tabletop time.
Pokemon rap. Yeah, okay, we get it. Bye.
Bye.